Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're testing out a bridal makeup look. I've done a couple of trials over on Instagram and TikTok. I'll be sure to post them to YouTube Shorts too, just so you can kind of see what I've been testing out. I did a makeup trial with a professional not too long ago, and I just really didn't like it. I didn't like the makeup look. I didn't like the overall vibes. Like, it just was not hitting for me. And honestly, I feel like I'm more of a DIY girly to start. So to me, it kind of makes sense that I would end up doing my own makeup. I also create beauty content. Like, it does check out that I might want to be doing it myself. And I just feel like it'll be a much more like relaxed, easygoing vibe. I can take my time. I don't have to worry if I don't like it. I can literally just start over. Like, I find that so relaxing versus like having to chit chat with a professional and be like, I don't like this. Also, if you're a bride-to-be and you didn't know this, or maybe you just don't know this in general, I certainly didn't. Bridal makeup trials are not cheap, you guys. It's like $175 to $200 for just the trial. And if you end up being like me, you're probably gonna book both the hair and the makeup trial at the same time. That's $400 in one go, okay? I just feel like you're better served personally going to Sephora and buying $400 and like using someone's tutorial from TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Okay, we have this beautiful trial from Julia. It's so pretty. I'll be sure to leave it linked in the description. I went out and I got pretty much everything that she used in the video. There's a couple of substitutions that I may use here or there, but otherwise I'm pretty much following this to a T. And I feel like, honestly, even if you're not good at makeup, like I wouldn't describe myself as good at makeup. If you can follow a recipe, I think you can follow a bridal makeup tutorial. The only thing that I think is different is that you really do need to like sit down and practice. So that's what we're doing today. I have about 6 weeks until the wedding. So honestly, maybe I'll do one of these a week leading up to the wedding just to see how it goes and how my overall skills improve. Another quick note, I did just get a spray tan. I don't know if I'm gonna spray tan or naturally tan for the wedding, but ideally this color is more the goal. So whether it's a spray tan or a natural tan, I don't know. That will probably depend on California weather leading up to the wedding over the next month. But that's just something to keep in mind. Like if you are planning on getting a spray tan or any kind of color for the wedding and you're also thinking about doing your own makeup, definitely make sure that you have a similar color just so that you can get the best complexion match and shade match and get more of the overall vision. It's been about an hour since I did my morning skincare routine, and one of the top tips that I've seen on the many bridal videos that I've watched is to keep your skin prep pretty minimal, because adding more layers of skincare can basically make your makeup pill. It doesn't sit quite as well. It's more likely to slide around, so you just want to keep it pretty light. I will say, if you struggle with a lot of creasing in the under eyes, I think under eye cream or something under your eyes is going to be super important to help prevent that creasing. And any skincare that you do use, you want to make sure that you let it fully soak in and dry so that it's not mixing and sliding around in a weird way. Next, we're going to use eye cream. I have this one from Alpine Beauty. I actually really like quite a bit of their stuff, and I feel like this has a very subtle color correcting undertone. My biggest goal here is really to just make sure that my eyes are very hydrated. I tend to get really dry skin around my eyes, and nothing makes your makeup more crusty, pilling, just gross looking in the eye area than your eyes being dry. All right, next we're gonna do a little underpainting. I've seen this in a number of bridal makeup videos. In my past video that I did on that, I also did underpainting, and I just feel like it is a really smart technique to prevent you from using too much makeup. One of the things that I absolutely could not stand about my bridal trial was that my makeup looked thick. Like, it looked very heavy, and I just felt like if it had like been a good shade match, it might have looked okay in photos, but in real life, I felt like it just didn't look very good. And to me, bridal makeup needs to do both. It needs to look good in photos, on camera, on video, but it also needs to look good in real life. Like, these are a lot of your closest friends and family. I don't feel like anyone's obviously going to be judging you at your wedding, But I do feel like I still want the makeup to look good in real life, and underpainting is a way to prevent you from using too many layers of product, which is typically what makes it look like really thick and heavy on the skin. And this is the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. It's what she used in the video. For the most part, I'm going to be using everything that she used in the video, and I'll leave the products and the names in the description. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to flag if I've substituted a product. I've been using this contour stick for a few weeks now. I honestly think that it blends in really well. I also saw this makeup brush in like dozens of bridal videos. Makeup by Mario, I feel like, was just a really popular brand, and I feel like it is a good brush, and it's just like easy. Like, I feel like I don't need as many because it's double-sided, and that's how the other Makeup by Mario brush that I have is. So I definitely really like this. The foundation she uses is the Armani Luminous Silk. I'm like so close to being out of this foundation. And then she uses the House Labs foundation brush, which I probably wouldn't go out and purchase this. I just already had it. I just feel like this is easily one of the prettiest, most natural looking foundations I have ever used. Like, I mean, you can tell I've clearly used it. I've gone through almost an entire bottle now, and I genuinely feel like most makeup artists lean towards this for bridal foundation just because it is so light. Like, it never really feels heavy on the skin, and I feel like they have good shade ranges. Next up is bronzer. This is Rare Beauty in the shade Happy Soul. She uses a Tom Ford bronzer, but it was $93. But she did recommend this in the comments when I asked about a more budget-friendly option, because $93 for cream bronzer, that is a lot. Rare Beauty is definitely a lot more affordable, so we're gonna test this one out. Obviously, this isn't the Tom Ford one that she recommended, but I do really love this bronzer stick. I just feel like the Rare Beauty bronzer is very creamy, it blends in really well, and it has a nice undertone that's not like too aggressively orange for more pale skin tones. This Natasha Denona concealer is another product that I have once again seen just about everywhere for bridal makeup. It is really hydrating, so I feel like that's why, because creasing in the under eyes is so difficult to deal with. So we're gonna do, like she says, on the back of the hand, and then try placing it while avoiding right under here. I feel like for bridal makeup, the thing that I've struggled with the most is definitely creasing in the under eye area. So I'm very hopeful that some of the tips, like using an eye cream, a hydrating concealer, limiting the product like right below the lash line, will help solve that. Anytime I feel like things aren't blending well, I'm just kind of going back in with my foundation brush. That concealer just was kind of sitting looking very harsh, so I used the same foundation brush, didn't add any more product, but I'm just kind of going over and giving it a little bit more of a blend. This is a life hack if you're considering the tutorial that I'm following. The Rare Beauty blushes come in little minis. First of all, they're adorable. Second, I feel like this is so smart just because these are tiny, but they're so potent in the pigment that I feel like you don't really need to buy these blushes in a bigger size. Anyways, we have shade Happy and Hope, and we are going to mix the two together. I feel like I have a little bit more of the coral shade going on, so we're gonna add a little bit more of Hope, I think. That shade, perfect. And I'm just gonna use the Rare Beauty blush brush. So pretty. And don't panic if it feels like a lot of blush. Like, don't worry about it, because blush actually fades the fastest when it comes to your makeup, so don't freak out. Obviously, you always want to set your cream products with powder. This comes with a little powder puff, but I'm actually going to use one of these little triangle ones because we're going to do this under the eyes. The other thing that I feel like I need more people to be talking about, because as a girly that doesn't really know anything about makeup, I certainly didn't know this, but you need to go through your makeup. So like for your under eyes, for example, you can see that this under eye is already creasing a little bit. We have to go in and actually fix that first before we can add this powder. We're gonna get a little bit out because you want to do it kind of quick. Load up our little powder puff and then tap the excess off on the back of your hand. Then we're gonna take our concealer brush. Make sure that there's absolutely no creases. You're also welcome to use your hand. I find that sometimes my fingers kind of like pat out the creases a little bit better without disturbing the product too much. And then go in with your powder puff. And we're gonna use this little Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. I just got the mini, also because I feel like this will be so smart to have day of, assuming that we go with this makeup look. She actually uses a Gucci powder blush, but I just got these new Rare Beauty blushes. So I think I'm just gonna layer over the top, blending these two. I'm almost leaning towards Happy. I think Hope is a little bit too warm. Not really warm, but like a little bit more peachy than what I want. So I think I'm gonna go for Happy. And I'm gonna use this Hourglass blush brush. Just because to me right now is feeling like kind of a lot, I'm gonna go ahead and go over this with just like a big fluffy brush and kind of get it to blend in a little bit more. That is feeling much better to me. Eyeshadow, we're doing Master Mattes. Again, this is one of those products where I'm like, I've seen this in so many videos that I just had to get it. So that's what we're testing out today. This is Urban Decay's Moondust in the shade Space Cowboy. You've probably seen this all over the internet. I actually think this is beautiful. I would have never thought to use this for bridal makeup in the slightest. I pretty much exclusively use this for a night out, so I'm intrigued. We're gonna give it a go. I kind of love it. This is where we're really getting out of our comfort zone. This is where she's doing tight lining. I just am not sure that I have it in me, but we're gonna give it our best shot. I'm using the Rare Beauty. She uses a different one, but it still says it's a long wear gel eyeliner, so we're gonna give it a go. I'm really praying that I don't just like, I don't know. Can I stab my eye with an eyeliner? It feels like probably not, right? Like, can you tell a difference? Well, I think that's as close as we're gonna get. I'm not sure that it made a difference, but for mascara, she uses House Labs, but I don't have that mascara, and I'm currently obsessed with this Lancome Flutter extension. So we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna add maybe a half lash. I'm undetermined about that part yet. I just think this is such a pretty mascara. I definitely think for a bridal look, I want personally a little bit more drama. So we're gonna do a half lash or some variation. Let's see what we have. Now these Lilac Street lashes. It says Dawn. I'm just gonna use maybe 2 on the outer corner of each eye. And then this is their lash glue. It says that it's applied like a mascara, so we're gonna see how that goes. I am a little bit nervous. I don't wanna lose all my lashes, but we shall see. This is the wand, so that's intriguing. I'm interested. We really only need it on the outer corner. We have these Velour Beauty little lash tweezers. I really like placing lashes under the lash line. I feel like they just end up looking a lot more natural versus if you place them on top, they're a lot less seamless. I feel like these are so like thin and wispy that the glue itself is overpowering both my eyelashes and the falsies. It very well could be user error, but I can't stand these. Like, these are really difficult to use. Sometimes flops are part of the learning process, and this is precisely why I'm doing these trials, because I have not had a lot of success with eyelashes in general. Really my entire life I've not been very good at using fake lashes. So part of this is that I want to get better at it. This is unfortunate because this had glue that I feel like is all sticky in my eyelashes now. So the lashes, they might not be the best they've ever looked, but that's part of the process. Part of the look I honestly couldn't be more excited about. It's these Dior Glow Maximizers. They're quite literally stunning. Obviously a bit of an investment. I do also have the Armani Fluid Sheer Highlight, and I think that that would be relatively similar to this. All that we're doing right here is just adding a little bit of glow to the cheeks. So mix that together and then a gentle tap. I feel like brows were another thing that made me want to do my own makeup. Like I've never had someone do my eyebrows in a way that I actually liked. Like maybe I'm dramatic, but I feel like I already have pretty full brows, so I don't feel like they need to be overly filled in. They don't need anything crazy. I definitely still want to get them like professionally shaped before the wedding, but I just don't feel like we need to be doing too much there. Honestly, forgotten about this Rare Beauty brow gel. It's really tiny. It's not crazy expensive, but it's still close to $20. I love her. It works extremely well. Like it's so good, but I just feel like it is very pricey. Obviously for the wedding, like it's fine, but I don't know that I would go out of my way to buy this on just like a day-to-day, even though it is beautiful, because I'm telling you this doesn't last me more than a month. The Glow Maximizers. I feel like we're definitely hitting more of the finishing touches, which is very exciting. Like I'm excited to see what the final look comes out as. I also just think that like this kind of rose gold combo is gonna be one I'm obsessed with for a minute. Finally, time for the lip combo. This is such a pretty lip liner. This is another product that is just non-stop in every bridal makeup video that I see. It's the One Size Until Dawn Waterproof Setting Spray. I don't love this for every day, but I do agree your makeup's not budging with this setting spray. So it is what it is. Okay, my loves, this is our final look. It is currently 12:16. So I'm gonna update you later today. I'm gonna try to do like wear test updates throughout the day, especially because I did mostly just use this foundation. So I wanna be doing wear tests on the foundations that I'm using just to see how those are holding up throughout the day. Because obviously for bridal makeup, like I want it to be a good 10 plus hours on my face. And that's a long time. In the day-to-day existence of my life, I don't honestly wear makeup for that long. I will say, because I'm here, I do envision myself wearing something glowy down here for the wedding day. Just because, you know, look at that. Like, of course I need that. I do want to try the Patrick Ta Body Glow, but for right now, we're just gonna rub that in a little. And I just feel like that goes so well with this makeup too. Immediately, yes. Anyways, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'll pop up a picture of the other bridal makeup that I've tried before, so you can let me know which one is your favorite, and yeah. Okay, the pictures are looking very promising. Like, honestly, the pictures made me like it even more, and that is a good sign for bridal makeup because obviously there's gonna be a lot of pictures. Like, I love it in real life too, don't get me wrong, but I love, love, love the way that the pictures look, especially with flash. So those are all good signs. I will be back later. I think maybe I'll set a timer to do a check-in in like 3 more hours, so that way it'll have been around 4 hours since I put the makeup on, and we'll see how it's wearing. Do a quick check-in. It's been about 4 hours since I put the makeup on. Honestly, I feel like it's holding up the best out of any makeup that I've tried. This foundation is definitely sticking. I've even like blown my nose. No major separation there. I feel like the under eyes aren't really creasing like at all, which for me is really impressive. My under eyes crease terrible. Like they just look so bad. The only thing that I don't like so far is that I feel like this lip needs like chronically touched up. It just doesn't, I don't know. I think I maybe want something a little bit more glossy. Like I might still use this because I feel like it gives good color. I might use the Fenty Sweet Mouth lip gloss on top of this because I feel like that's just a little bit more glossy, which is more my vibe. And then this look is pretty much perfect. I'm obsessed with the eye look. I do definitely want some type of lash. I'll have to sort that part out. But overall, definitely still obsessed with this look. We'll see how this actually comes out on camera because on the side it's looking a little bit funky, but this is 8 hours with makeup. I haven't reapplied a lippy in a minute, but all in all, I feel like this foundation held up insanely well. I've like blown my nose a lot. I feel like because of allergies, I have had just a nonstop runny nose, but even with that, like this has truly stayed intact. My brows got like a little bit messed up. I've even gone to the gym. Like I did a full workout, a 45-minute walk. I've had dinner. I would say all in all, a very successful trial. Let me know in the comments if there's any makeup bridal videos that you have seen that you think I should try, but this could be the one. You let me know in the comments. Okay, bye.